Welcome to the VR Game Showcase pre-show kickoff. We have 10 awesome indie and MR projects for you to see before the show starts, with 6 brand new game reveals. If you see a game you like the look of, scan this QR code to get wishlisting and buying. Let's get started with a brand new update for Banners and Bastions. Banners and Bastions adds 2 new enemy types, a new playable card, and an epic Dragon Boss battle in today's free update. The game's currently in early access, but it shouldn't be too much longer until the full 1.0 launch. Speaking of new launches, let's get a new look at a PC VR favourite coming to Quest very soon. VR Giants arrives on Quest just in time for the holiday season. With a free friend pass and the ability to play on multiple platforms, this one will be a hit at your next family gathering. Now, close your eyes and take a deep breath.
Inhale through your nose as your belly rises. Exhale, letting your belly relax. I'm Alina, your mindfulness guide. I'll personalize each session based on what you share. While I craft your personalized breathing meditation, begin with a few deep breaths.
Tell me a story about those sheep.
A small group of Hebridean sheep move slowly across the grassy slope above the cove. Soul Retreat surrounds you with immersive nature and guides you through paced breathing, both science-backed methods that can help you feel calmer in minutes.
Guided meditation and peaceful scenery come together in Soul Retreat, a relaxing new app coming to Quest in early 2026. Now it's time for something completely new for VRGS, our first ever title coming to Apple Vision Pro. Kartoffel's lemming-style puzzling is the perfect fit for mixed reality. And it's great to see more games coming to Vision Pro. Better yet, we can confirm the game is available on the headset from today. Next up is a VR adventure game with a unique twist.
Are you ready? I was built ready.
Hi, I'm Sham, head of studio Creativity AR. For years, we've built escape rooms. Now we are building VR worlds. In a real escape room, smashing through walls is called vandalism. In VR, it's called problem solving. Welcome to Fixer Undercover. This game blends simulator, puzzle, and adventure element. Your toolkit is simple: a screwdriver, grinder, pliers, hammer, and wrench. Nothing fancy, but here's where it gets interesting. Combine them, experiment, improvise. Use everything at your disposal to advance. Your mission? Suit up as a handyman, fake ID, break into Kozlov Redemption prison, where he claims he is turning stone-cold criminals into saints. You are not doing this alone. Meet Winston. He's your partner in crime. Fixer Undercover. James Bond has gadgets. You have a screwdriver and creativity. Wishlist now and join our Discord.
Thanks to the team at Creativity AR for the latest look at Fixer Undercover. Check the demo out now over on Steam. Okay, every game you see for the rest of the pre-show will be a brand new reveal. This first game immediately caught our eye with its vibey take on VR puzzles. Puzzles of the World looks gorgeous and is one of those VR games you want to get lost in. We're sure it'll turn heads as it approaches early access next year. Glide, surf, and top the leaderboards in Aerosurfer. Wishlist now on MetaQuest. Our next title comes from the creator of one of VR's very best painting apps. Clearly, Pocket Lands is a very different experience to art app Vermilion, but it looks just as creative and combines MR and VR in a really fun way. Next up, we cordially invite you to what may be the politest zombie shooter you've ever seen.
One is crafting a VR diversion of zombies, steam trains, and Her Majesty Queen Victoria. It's called Full Steam Undead, an affair dedicated to splendid chaos and fruitful exploration. Your principal endeavor is to cleanse the sprawling necropolis island, an isle simply brimming with the most curious of goings-on. The particulars of how you achieve this are left entirely to your discretion. To aid you, you shall be furnished with a flying steam engine and a hand ingeniously replaced with a blunderbuss. You'll navigate projectile maelstroms, reconsecrate corrupted crypts, and face some frightfully preposterous boss encounters. Should this particular brand of pandemonium sound like your cup of tea, do be so good as to smash that wish list button. Jolly good.
Full Steam Undead is not just an amazing name, it also comes from the developers of the excellent By Grit Alone. We're all on board for this one.
Tempest, welcome to the program. To join our ranks,
Put your hands up.
Okay,
you'll need a skill set
Give me the gun.
I'm gonna drop it nice and slow.
that few possess. These missions will provide it. Be aware, these are not typical espionage operations. Expect the unexpected. Your agility will be tested, as will your tactical thinking and problem-solving skills. Marksmanship is critical. We'll be analysing your performance across multiple weapons platforms in these live fire scenarios. But remember your primary objective: infiltration. You are a ghost within the Aspire frame. Welcome to the MR missions. Aspire MR missions. Coming to MetaQuest this December.
The team at Digital Load has broken Aspire's MR missions into its very own game, and it's absolutely free for anyone who owns the original Aspire 2, which, if you haven't played yet, we can't recommend enough. Alright, the time has come. Next up, the VR Game Showcase.
Be the bullet hell with your face. Vampire Survivors, but in virtual reality.
Yes, it really is called Vampire Survivors, but it's in virtual reality, and yes, it really is available to download on Quest right now. This is the same fiendishly addictive time survival game you've known and loved for years, but this time it's, well, you get the idea. We can't thank the team at Punkle enough for choosing VRGS for today's surprise release. When we started this show in 2024, we set out to make VR's answer to a Nintendo Direct or a PlayStation State of Play. We wanted to make an event that celebrated massive new game reveals and champion the best upcoming titles, not just for VR fans, but anyone that was yet to pick up a headset. I can't think of a better way to show how far we've come than kicking off today with that reveal. Now, much like the wider gaming industry, VR developers haven't had an easy year. But in spite of the many challenges, they continue to deliver incredible experiences and prove that the hunger for core, immersive gaming is very much alive. Take Arcanage, for example. This ambitious action-adventure game from a small indie team launched on PS VR2 and PC VR earlier this year to critical acclaim, and it arrived on Quest just 2 weeks ago. On Quest and PC, the game has doubled the first month of sales of developer Vitruvius VR's previous title, Shadow Legend. In fact, it even tripled Shadow Legend's sales on PlayStation.
Oh yeah! Let's go!
And of course, we've all been following the extraordinary popularity of Forefront since Triangle Factory announced the game right here on VRGS at the beginning of the year.
That's a thing.
Last week, the game launched in early access after a massive open beta. In less than a week, Forefront has seen 24,000 players pull off 4.5 million kills, destroy nearly 300,000 vehicles, complete nearly 400,000 objectives, and crash over 100,000 helicopters. If you're yet to join the ranks, we highly recommend you check the game out on Quest, Steam, and Pico.
Good job, team. Enemy's been neutralized.
And let's not forget, there's plenty to look forward to in 2026, including the launch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City from Beyond Frames. Games like this from seasoned developers like Beyond Frames really lean into VR's ability to make our wildest dreams come true. That is, if your wildest dream is to be a mutant turtle and eat pizza all day. And of course, yesterday saw the incredibly exciting reveal of SteamFrame, a headset we've been waiting literally years to see more of. Stay tuned for later in the show as we showcase some brand new and existing SteamVR titles that paint a very bright picture for the headset's future. Today, we'll show you even more games that you'll be diving into this holiday season and beyond, as well as offer some big discounts from some of our partners' classic Quest games. So, grab your phone and get ready to scan our QR codes for wishlisting and sales. Let's kick off with a new title from the creators of one of last year's best VR survival games. The Lightkeepers is a new co-op survival game with a dark twist. Together with friends, you'll explore and fight nightmarish enemies. Thanks to Spectral for partnering with us for today's reveal, and look out for more information in 2026. But 2026 is still a little while away. There are plenty of big releases left in 2025. But next month is also a little while away. So let's take a look at some more titles that are launching today.
Hey everyone, BMF VR here, and I've been checking out something really cool that just launched today. You might know Polyarch from Moss and Moss 2, the incredible storybook adventures following Quill. But this time, they've made something totally different. It's called Glassbreakers Champions of Moss, and it's one of the most refreshing VR strategy games that I've seen. In Glassbreakers, you build your own squad of 3 champions, each one with their own personalities, abilities, and style. And then you jump into these fast, tactical duels that play out like a living tabletop game right in front of you. There's 1v1, 2v2, even solo versus AI if you want to practice or just try new strategies. Matches are quick, around 10 minutes, and every victory helps you climb the ranks, unlocking new champions and earning all kinds of cosmetics and rewards along the way. And the best part, it's not pay to win. It's all about skill and smart decisions. What I really like about it is how tactile it feels, like you're actually reaching into a miniature world and commanding these tiny living heroes. It's polished, fast-paced, and just feels like something new and different in VR. Glassbreakers Champions of Moss officially launches today on MetaQuest, SteamVR, and Apple Vision Pro with full cross-platform multiplayer. It's competitive, it's quick to jump into, and it's a ton of fun figuring out different champion combinations and strategies. Go check it out, and I'll see you in the arena.
I'm a lawyer sent to take care of a delicate inheritance case. As bizarre as it may seem, I have the impression you are the only person who can help me.
Hello, Kate Walker.
Where is that train going, Mr. Oscar?
The train is going far away, very far away indeed.
Would it be too much to ask where you're going?
Who can say? I need a clue, anything that might tell me where Hans is. Where are we, Oscar?
Please do not be discouraged. It's possible you are closer to your initial target than you currently imagine.
We will find Hans and find him alive. That much I do believe.
From Glassbreakers, Champions of Moss, to Track Shoot to Survive, to Syberia VR, and of course, Vampire Survivors. There's a little something for everyone in today's releases. Stay tuned at the end of the show where we'll have more exclusive gameplay of Glassbreakers from our friends at Polyarch.
I hear their voices, Doctor.
I love the direction Played with Fire is heading with Star Trek Infection. It's a much darker take on the series that lets us step into the shoes of a Vulcan Starfleet officer. You'll explore the haunted halls of the USS Lumen, sneaking past infected crew members. Truly, this is a Star Trek experience unlike any other. Now, it wouldn't be VRGS without checking in with our friends at Flat2VR Studios and Impact Inc. So let's do just that. We've been proud partners with Impact Inc. and Flat2VR Studios at every VRGS to date. And it's great to start talking about some of the original titles they're helping to produce, as well as focus on when you'll be playing some of the incredible projects we've already announced together, including next week's long-awaited launch of RoboQuest VR, something we announced at the first ever VRGS last August. It's sure to keep us all happy as we head towards Wrath: Aeon of Ruin's new release window in 2026. And don't worry, we'll have more incredible Flat2VR Studios projects to announce in the new year. Exosshock is fast becoming one of the breakout titles on the horizon for VR. Don't miss your chance to play the game for free ahead of full launch in 2026. Still to come, we've got the release date reveal for Deadly Delivery, plus more brand new game announcements. For now, let's check in with some of the great games you're already playing to see what's coming next. Dive into Project Freefall, a competitive skydiving party game of tag, where you're either the last one with a parachute or you go splat. This community-driven game features up to 8 players battling it out with chaotic weapons, unique obstacles, and 14 exciting divers to choose from. Make that 15, because as a special bonus to VR Game Showcase viewers, we developed an exclusive character working directly with their devs. Meet Damo, the VR superstar. You can unlock this character for free forever just by playing Project Freefall now through November 16th. But don't wait, because once this character is gone, it's gone forever. Play Project Freefall now for free on Meta. It's a great time to jump back into the world of Among Us 3D. On December 4th, the game is adding a classic role from Among Us, the Tracker. Their unique ability is following one bean at a time on their minimap to see exactly what they're up to. Was Yellow really an admin? Was Red actually trying to stop the sabotage? You'll see beans jumping from one room to another if they vent, and a stopped bean on your map is a good indication that something is very wrong. Add in engineers and a vigilante and reduce cooldowns to really amp up the fun. Get ready to become the Tracker soon. Among Us 3D is now 50% off on the Meta Horizon store for the next 48 hours. Golf 5 is getting a fresh coat of paint with its new Playoff Edition update. The latest release for the game includes overhauled visuals for the forest and tropical courses, making them more realistic than ever. Plus, there's a new mode for quickly jumping into free-hole matches either solo or with friends, new online team modes like 2v2s and team-based scramble modes, and even presets to play the game with VR Golf Club accessories. Add in options for right and left-handed play, a new means of analyzing player performance, and a new main menu scene, and you've got one of the game's biggest updates yet. Bootstrap Island's next major update is available today, bringing the game a step closer to its full launch. Developer Maru deserves some serious props for its commitment to delivering a high-end survival experience on PC. We're looking forward to seeing where the game goes from here. Now, our next two titles come from some fantastic indie studios making experiences that are truly unique to VR. The first is a cooperative horror game that we've frankly been obsessing over since it was first revealed by our friends at Creature earlier this year.
Yeah, according to your resume here, I think you'd make a perfect delivery goblin.
Awesome, sounds great.
Yeah, do you have any questions?
Well, I was wondering about the customers.
Our customers are the kindest folks you'll ever meet.
Oh my god! Whoa! Ow! What about the delivery routes? Are those safe?
Oh, we put you in the safest neighborhoods imaginable.
What? Uh-oh. That's good to hear.
I really think you'd make a great helping hand here at Deadly Delivery.
I mean, I do have two hands.
You sure do. For now.
Great. So when do I start?
Yeah! Wait, is that me?
Deadly Delivery and Penguin Festival are at two very different ends of the VR spectrum, but they're both driven by their desire to create experiences that can only work in VR. Stumbling around Deadly Delivery's gloomy caverns as you balance parcels and endure the horror with friends looks equal parts hilarious and terrifying. While Penguin Festival's charming lineup of mini-games and activities really explores the limits of VR interaction. And now it's time to shift gears. Significantly.
Status of the active shooter threat is currently unknown. Move in and secure the area quickly.
LSPD, don't move! Down on the ground, now!
Suspect is incapacitated. Notifying Thames. Drop your weapon. The active shooters aren't willing to cooperate. Move in.
Put the knife on the ground! Police, drop the weapon!
Excellent work, entry team. Report to center for debrief.
Ready or Not's VRO mod is available tomorrow, and that trailer shows you just how much work developer Kit and VR Oasis have put into making this feel like an authentic VR experience. It's proof that modders are behind some of the most exciting projects in PC VR today. Okay, we promised you more new game reveals, and we're here to deliver.
Welcome to Scrollfort Reach, your new home. A place of peace and harmony, of beauty and joy, and most importantly, orc-free. Visit the sites, know the culture, interact with the locals, fall in love. Come and play with your loved ones. Bathe in the beauty of it all. Scrollfort is a town of order and honor. Just don't mess with the rift, or we'll all be doomed.
That's how it's done.
Orcs Must Die by The Blade is a brand new entry in the beloved tower defense series built specifically for VR. For the first time, you'll fully immerse yourself in the role of a war mage and get up close and personal with the action in an all-new story crafted by the team that previously brought you Captain Toonhead. It's a great fit that will kick off 2026 in blood-soaked style. Stay tuned as we're a few moments away from revealing our final new game announcement of the day. Plus, a new look at SteamVR games following the Steam Frame reveal. And our post-show gameplay deep dive into Glassbreakers. Before that, there's time to confirm that VRGS will return next spring. If you're interested in taking part in any of our 2026 events, reach out on the VR Game Showcase website. Alright then. Our final reveal of the day is a brand new IP and one of the most impressive trailers for a new VR game we've ever featured on the show. Enjoy. Knights of Fiona is the incredibly ambitious new game from Character Bank, the developers that brought us Ruins Magus. We can't wait to see more next year. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you came here off the back of yesterday's incredibly exciting reveal of SteamFrame, the new headset from Valve with wireless PC VR streaming and standalone functionality. As you probably know, SteamVR itself is a broad ecosystem that strives to seamlessly support a lot of different headsets out of the box. So, while developers aren't quite ready to definitively say what is and isn't coming to SteamFrame, there's a massive lineup of new and existing games that paint a bright picture for the headset's future. Let's take a look at what's in store.
Good luck, and may the glass break your way.
Welcome to a Glassbreakers developer showcase match. We have Paul Reynolds, our QA lead, versus Guy, our audio director, and Kieran, our art director, who are hoping to use the power of friendship to take Paul down. So Glassbreakers is an action strategy game where you bring 3 champions to form your squad and try to take down your opponent's glass. That's not going to be easy though, because the glass fights back and helps protect. So you need to capture and use board objectives to strengthen your team. It looks like Guy and Kieran are running the team of Gwen, Mira, and Sahima. So a very DPS focused team against Paul, who has Mojo, Vendrix, and Brel. So looking to be a bit more defensive. And we have action right away. Instead of trying to each take their own gear capture spot in the middle, it looks like we have a huge fight breaking out over the attack scroll, or the attack gear. So you can see this sword that Vendrix is standing on right now. Once captured, the capturing team will be able to assign that, and right there, Paul shutting the door, using these tiles so you can't pass through these champions, and you can see the attack gear going right on Mojo right there as he takes down Sahima and walks back to heal. So it looks like the action's not going to slow down right here, and we're not going to allow Mira to capture that ability gear right in the center, and we got another fight breaking out. Paul being very aggressive on his board control right now. Has an attack scroll ready to equip to any of his champions, and we're going to give Vendrix the attack scroll. And now Paul looking to move towards the Swaying Stone. Our Swaying Stone, once captured by getting the last hit on it, will allow you to deal more damage to your opponent's glass. Looks like we have a fight breaking out right here. And really hard to see who has the upper hand here. It looks like Paul needs to be pushed back. Mojo trying to chase Sahima down, misses with the hook, and now we're chasing. And some great micro going on right there. And you can see one of the advantages of Bud's mode, where Paul needed to focus on kind of that chase while Guy was able to be maneuvering Sahima, and Kieran was fighting with 2 champions over the Sway Stone. So Bud's mode allowing you to bring 4 arms instead of 2 to the fight. I think what we're learning here is more arms the better. Now that Guy and Kieran have the Sway Stone, it looks like they're going to regroup before they begin their assault. But Paul saying, I'm not going to give you any time to breathe. There's no rule that says you need the Sway Stone to deal damage. And is taking his tanky team in to get some chip damage on this relic. A nice snipe coming in from Brel, and Mira playing the role of tank, blocking out the arrow from making it to their glass. And Gwen looks like she's about to begin the assault. We're about a little more than halfway through their Sway Stone and really haven't gotten anything out of it. So looking to try to get some damage, but losing Gwen, not so great. And now Sahima really needs to get out of there. Losing her would not be great. Which we do, and now Mira's gone, and we've lost all 3. Sway Stone about to be up. Paul just going to continue the assault, saying that I can get this glass and then maybe retreat, and we're back to looking for objectives again, and we'll be ahead 1-0. So Glassbreakers is a game where you need to take down your opponent's main glass to win, but taking down the protection glass counts as a point. So if the timer finishes up, and we will head into an overtime if we're tied. And once that overtime is finished, if there is no winner, we'll look at total health of the glass. But as for right now, it is Paul 1, Guy and Kieran 0. That was a great bounce by Sahima. Her ability, very strong, getting 2 champions right next to each other. And we got a double kill right there. And it looks like Guy and Kieran are going to say, hey, we've got this advantage. It's time to go get that Sway Stone and start our push again. Mojo sneaking on over. What's he gonna do? Not gonna do anything. I think Paul is just setting up and says, okay, I'm not gonna have the Sway Stone. We're gonna get our champions to respawn and ready for some defense, and we're just gonna continue the game, because right now Paul has won almost every skirmish. Gwen says, I don't care about defense. I'm running in by myself, but probably needs to bring the team in too. Here's one of the things that Bud's mode, while you do have 4 arms, that means there's 2 brains making decisions, and I don't think Guy and Kieran were on the same page there. But they did get the glass, so lost a white, but it is 1-1, and Paul says, why don't we just keep pushing right now? Chip damage, the way to go. A full life Vendrix, bringing 2 tanks into the fight here, is going to get a ton of damage on the glass to begin with and just walk out clean. Nice push right there. We're going to take a breather right here and try to set ourselves up. Nope, no time to look for any of the gear's not going to be up, and we got ourselves a push right now. A huge bounce from Sahima. You got to separate your champions, because if that chakram starts bouncing, you're going to start dying. And it looks like Vendrick's doing his best to hold them off with Mojo, and yeah, loses 2. Swaystone's back up, so got a little bit of damage there. We traded protection glass damage for main glass damage, which, you know, can be great to finish off the game, but, you know, right now with that glass about to go down, and time running out, Guy and Kieran could pull this away if they can knock that protection glass down. I think this next Swaystone fight's going to be really important, and if Paul's going to win one, this might be the Swaystone fight to win. Mojo, I think, setting up for a hook. Watch a hook across the gap, and he's trying to dance, and here it's going to come, and Sahima's going to get hooked and trapped, and wasn't able to get out. You know, hooked her on the side where there was no protection glass to deal extra damage, but that hook, Mojo, later in the game, full range hook, you got to be paying attention, because your squishies are going to go down if they get hugged. And now again, Paul in, snipe right on the glass. This a great stun to stop Vendrick's Torrent of Flame. Vendrick's really powerful if that tornado can go unchecked, but plenty of champions have stuns, and holding that stun for Vendrick's is a really smart thing to do. Guy and Kieran have said the Swaystones worked for us all game, why won't it work now? But the opening, they realized that they left the lane open, and Paul, not afraid of the glass with his two tank setup, is going to take it and pull ahead 2-1. Losing Brel though, so we've only got some tanks left. What's the push going to be? How's Guy and Kieran going to respond? They say we're going for Swaystone when they could have pushed up 2-1 to maybe even the south. And Gwen just hanging out, not really sure what to do. We've got the Swaystone, and Gwen says, wait, why don't I just go knock this down myself now that we have this? Mojo with the hook that says, please stop touching my property. Wow, we're all bunched up together. Watch out for a Sahima bounce. Oh, Mira with a nice stun. Okay, Gwen goes down, but we tie it up. And again, the 2 tanks left standing. Now we're only down to main glass versus main glass. Bases aren't as safe as they used to be. Mira going down. Uh-oh, that was the stun to turn down off Vendrick's. But you know what also turns him off? Death. And Sahima, again, 2 champions standing right next to each other. She will finish it off. And Gwen and Sahima say, we can do this. It's only Brel. I'm gonna get in. Oh, but we led with Sahima and not Gwen first. Gwen trying to put some protection on, but a snipe says, I don't care how protected you are. This arrow still hurts. And Guy and Kieran need to retreat. Really important to make sure that your tanks walk into that aggro range of the glass first, so we don't take unnecessary damage. And now, Guy and Kieran on some serious defense here. I know there was a bunch of damage already to the tower. Doing a great job. Wow, immediately turns off the Torrent of Flame. Really well protected. And Paul needs to retreat, losing his tank. But they did take down Mira, so it is a 2-on-2, and you can hear that ticking. We got 5 seconds left, and it looks like we're going to overtime now. And both teams, knowing that overtime's coming, not eager to rush. Mojo's, yeah, look at that. We were about to, Paul looking to attack, and then was like, wait, maybe we should wait for Mojo right now. And says, why don't we grab a little bit of health in the middle? So we're going to do one last objective grab, and then it looks like we're going to have the push. Or this might be the final fight right now. We've got a hook that misses. And, okay, Brel goes down. Vendrick's stuck in the middle. He's got to get back. Is that Sahima bounce up? Because we're all standing right next to each other, and we've seen the Sahima bounce one too many times. Here it comes. It's already set up. Is the Sahima bounce coming in? They're slow on the bounce. It's right there if they want it. And there it is. Huge bounce damage, but she stood there too long. Gwen focused on the glass and not the champions, and now she has to run. And we got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Again, this feels a little bit disjointed though. Mojo going in, a weird hook off to the side. Setting up the arrow. Oh, what a dodge. Uh-oh, stun coming in. Don't let Brel get out. Brawl gets out. We got some defense. Gwen says I need some health. We have 43 seconds left on the clock. We've got one push to go. And the squishies are leading first. Gwen's like, wait up, let me protect you. Okay, Torrent of Flame, but doesn't matter. You don't need to stun if you win the game. And here comes the bounce. And that bounce, again, you can't stand next to your glass when you got Sahima right there ready to bounce it. And it looks like, again, the power of friendship able to take Paul down. And you love to see the handshake at the end. And thank you for joining us for this Glassbreaker Dev Match Showcase.